It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Knoll. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we've been following the Erika Girardi, Erika Chahoy, Erika Jean, whatever you want to call it, cases that pertain to her and her husband for quite some time now. Now, I know you guys get frustrated, by the way, a little disclaimer, when I throw out the three names, but it's just for fun sometimes. And technically, they were all three her names. Anyways, getting back into it, what I wanted to talk about was the fact that Erika Girardi has finally legally spoken. Actually, she's legally spoken for the first time since all of this has been going on. Now, she did file back in November for divorce from her husband, well, soon to be ex-husband, Tom Girardi. And since then, we haven't heard anything, nothing, crickets. Well, everyone was wondering why. Is it because she's filming The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? So right now they might be catching that content. She can't really talk about it because it's going to be airing on the show. That's part of her contract. She's getting paid to do that. So why speak out legally? Or is it because she doesn't really know what to say considering the circumstances? Now we know that Mr. Girardi is being sued by many of his former clients for alleged embezzlement, and the list goes on and on. But there was one client in particular whose son was a victim of a burn tragedy, and she actually developed a friendship with Mr. Girardi. She developed a friendship over time. There was over $10 million that was won in this case. He ended up advising them, allegedly, advising her and her son after developing a relationship with them. And mind you, when I say that, Mr. Girardi used to go visit the son in the hospital as he was healing from his burns. He had a talking relationship with the mother. He actually advised them once they won this, I was going to say massive settlement of $10-11 million, which it's really not, considering the man was burned almost to death. This is terrible. Anyways, he took the money and advised them, hey, listen, you don't want the money allegedly. You want to keep it with me and put it into these high interest accounts where you will make a lot of money on your return. Because if you just take it out, you'll pretty much just spend it. Well, that's not exactly what happened. Actually, someone else spent it. They never really even got to see it. They saw a little over $1 million because after a while, after asking so many times, where is my money? What's going on with my money? I want to take out some of my money. He just kept pushing them to keep it in the account. He's like, no, your money is making money. Trust me. I know a lot of my clients do this. And they trusted him for long enough. And then finally, something got a little bit fishy. And that's when they decided to hire another lawyer in order to pretty much go after Mr. Girardi for the money that he owes them. Again, of course, we were all wondering, where did that money go? But it's not just $10 million from one victim that has disappeared. No, it's a lot more than that. It's millions of dollars. Somehow, like a Houdini magic trick, like $80 million has disappeared and no one has any idea where it's at. Now, again, we're about to jump into what Erika's first words legally are since all of this has been going on. But I'm just shocked. I'm shocked. Shouldn't Erika be trying to help the trustees, help the courts find and comb through the assets to obtain this money in order to pay back the victims? It doesn't necessarily seem like that's what's going on. Now, of course, everything is alleged until it's proven in court. But again, let's just go back over what Erika Girardi said. Erika Girardi spoke out for the first time legally, and it was tweeted out by Ronald Richards. Ronald Richards, very well-known attorney who's been following the cases on Twitter. He actually posted about it, and he was just as shocked as I think you guys are going to be. He said, breaking, finally, Erika Girardi appears in the court over the bankruptcy case for the first time through legal counsel. She's objecting the sale of the house without giving her $600,000 back in exemptions. Ronald Richards said this is huge news. Now she's actually subject to the court's jurisdiction and discovery. He also said that it's incredible that her first words legally since all of this started is, I want my $600,000 in exemptions carved out of any motion. Ronald Richards also added the house is not in her name and that this will throw the settlement into a contested proceeding for sure. He also added that Erika Girardi is claiming marital interest in the home. Oh my gosh, what is going on here, guys? Especially, wow. We're about to watch this play out on the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Again, we've talked about this. Andy Cohen has let us know that Bravo, the network, they don't protect their talent. He also said that if it was filmed, it will be shown. Now, he did let us know that Erika Girardi can't talk about some things legally, which is understandable because that might be through the courts. However, she is talking. She's talking, and she's supposedly not protecting Mr. Girardi anymore, like she was in the past. I don't necessarily know what that means, but if she's not protecting him like she did in the past, does that mean that maybe she actually knew something about all of this? There's so many questions that we have in our head. And then also the first thing that you say, the first legal thing that you say, not my apologies to any of the victims, not I'm sorry, I didn't know anything about this. I want to help figure out where the assets are in order to pay back the creditors. Like, let's make this right. Not just anything else, but I want my $600,000 carved out of the motion. I want my money back out of the sale of our mansion. I want that to be put into the divorce. What? That's what you say first legally? That's your first legal statement? Aside from you want your privacy and to have everybody respect the fact that you want to proceed with your divorce and have your anonymity? And you're on a reality TV show? I'm shocked. Honestly, I think I'm just as shocked as Ronald Richards is in this case. And he's an attorney. I'm not even an attorney. So he sees more of this all the time. I mean, this is why I bring Emily D. Baker on my show, because she can kind of, I don't want to say dumb it down, but she does a little bit. She dumbs it down for me. She kind of takes it and gives it to me in a way that I can understand since I'm not a lawyer. And I think that she's a fun addition to have on the show to help explain to, well, all of us who don't understand what exactly is going on. Now, we need to ask her her thoughts too, because the fact, again, that she is coming forward, I can't even process this. Coming forward and just asking for money, this is going to look so bad for her. And understand, like, we understand you need to get paid out of this divorce, or you need to have something out of this divorce, right? You don't want to walk away empty-handed. But at the same time, you have the ability to make a lot of money. You're still a Real Housewife. You still have your ambassador programs, you still are working with Savage X Fenty, and you still have Erika Jayne in that persona. You have the capability to make your money back. But instead, you want to take the $600,000 back out of your house that is technically owed to these victims of tragedies, plane crashes, boat crashes, car crashes, earthquakes, burn victims. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's almost disgraceful. I want to know, though, I don't want to just sit here and kind of give you my word on it. I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think I'm totally wrong in that, hey, listen, she deserves money too, she has to survive? Or do you think I'm right in the sense that, listen, you guys need to liquidate everything that you have up until everyone is paid back, especially since they're victims of these massive tragedies? You need to pay all of them back and then focus on making sure that you have all that wealth again. Go about it that way. You have the ability, you have a platform that most people don't have that pays you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You'll be okay. However, will they be? Think about that for a second. I want you guys to think about that. And I also want to know if you guys think that this is going to play out on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, like in detail. I know we'll get the fluff. Oh, Erika filed for divorce. Everybody hug her. Erika, you'll be okay. And I'm so sorry to hear that. Or is it going to be like, no, we're talking about it. We're talking about where the money went, talking about how Mr. Girardi acted when the cameras were off inside of his own home, what that relationship was like. We want the nitty gritty, especially if you're going to put yourself on our TVs, on our screens, if you're going to put yourself out there, she has to bring it. A lot of people don't even want to watch her anymore because at this point they feel like her glam, this whole persona, Erika Jayne, it's expensive to be me. They think that it's all a sham, that all of this was built off of blood money that wasn't even hers to begin with. Ouch. Again, guys, I always love reading your comments. I'm so curious as to what you guys think about this. If you haven't already, go ahead, comment below, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you've subscribed to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, see you guys next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.